Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy motivational Monday to each and every one of you. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. As always, my day has been busy yet productive. So, when it's busy and productive, I don't mind the busy part because I love it at the end of the day when I can sit back and say, you know what, I accomplished everything on my to-do list and then some. So I'll take it.
Phone book update failed.
Thank you. So hopefully you all have had a great day, a productive day. And if not, guess what? There's always tomorrow. Now, let's jump into today's topic. First of all, y'all, my shirt says believe. I know it looks backwards on camera, but it says believe. And if you know me, you've been around me long enough, you know that I believe in you. So I need you to believe in you. Now, today's topic is don't trust these kinds of people. And as always, these are some Stoic philosophies that I could not wait to share with you. So I have six types of people that I want to share with you, and I'm going to bid you good day because today is Monday, like I said, which means tomorrow's trash day. So I need to get these trash cans out before it starts to get dark. So I was waving to my neighbor. Number one, the person who disguises insults with jokes. Now, we all have met and or know somebody who likes to use an insult but make it seem like it's a joke, and they come back with I was just playing. See, people like that, I give them the side eye, because while you may be playing, I'm listening. I'm taking it all in because I know in reality you weren't just joking. You said what you said because you were trying to insult me. Now, I won't lie, depending on how I feel that day will depend on how I handle it. You don't have to do that, but I'm just saying, for me, that just works. So be careful of that person that will insult you and then try to make it seem like a joke. Number two, the person who takes no responsibility for anything, but has no problem blaming you. Now, again, we all know someone who, no matter what goes on, they don't take responsibility for anything. That's why, like I told you all, when I'm wearing my counseling hat and my coaching hat, and I'm talking to people, and they're constantly telling me about how the other person, I'm gonna say their significant other, because it's not always necessarily a spouse, but when they do this, they do that, they do the other, and I hear this all the time, but I never, ever hear them telling me what they did. So I sit back, and if you know me, I take copious notes. So I'm taking notes, I'm writing down, I'm nodding, and I'm listening. I'm truly listening. Because when I go back, I say, well, now let me just make sure I'm clear. So what you're telling me is, and I read off my notes that I took, and they go, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. And I give them my little smile, and then I say, okay, well, now tell me what did you do? What did you say? What are your thoughts? And they always give me that look like, say what? I just poured my heart out and told you what this person is doing and or not doing. And you dare ask me what did I do or what did I say? Yeah, I do ask, because I was not just born yesterday. So I know for a fact that whenever couples don't see eye to eye on things, or one feels like they're always having to argue to get things done, maybe they do, but at the end of the day, you are doing something or you're saying something to cause that other person to act and behave the way they do. So when you have somebody who takes no responsibility for anything, so I'm going to use this as a perfect example. It's not necessarily a good one, but it's one that pops in my mind. So you have that person who has, let's say you all have been dating for 5 years. Well, let's say 3 years. And out of that 3 years, that person has been unfaithful and cheated, let's say 10 times. They take no responsibility for the fact that you, well, no, that's not a good example. No, let me see. Oh, okay. So yeah, they've cheated 10 times. So you stepped outside the relationship 3 times. And they want to point the finger at you and say, well, you've cheated 3 times on me, but they take no responsibility for the fact that they've cheated 10 times. And that's why, again, I'm not saying that their cheating should cause you to do what you do, but I understand why you do what you do, because they don't respect you. But they don't take responsibility for the fact that their lack of respect for you has caused you to go out and do what they've done. That's a problem. But they always want to point the finger at what you did. They want to talk about how you stepped out 3 times. Okay, well, look at you. Turn around, look at yourself in the mirror, because you've done it 10 times. So people like that, cut them off. I'm not saying, now understand this, all the people that I'm sharing with you all today, all the types of people, I should say, I'm not saying not to love them, because a lot of times they may be family. You can still love them, but you need to cut them off. Keep them at arm's length. Number 3, the person who claims to wish the best for you, but then works against you. Again, we're talking about not trusting these kinds of people, because I've talked about that before. You know, you got those people, they're smiling and they're clapping and they're, oh, that is so nice. But secretly behind the scenes, they're working their hardest to try to make sure whatever it is that you're trying to do doesn't work out, because they don't want to see you succeed. And it's not because they want to do what you're doing. They just don't want you to succeed, because they're content with just being mediocre. They got no problems with that. They don't want to see you succeed, so they're working behind the scenes to make sure you fail at what you're doing. Number 4, the person whose words and actions do not align. Again, I'm trying to tell you, sometimes, and I'm guilty of that, we can be a little too trusting. And we look at, or we listen to what a person says, and we get so caught up with the great words that they're saying that we don't stop and look at their actions. Because if we did, we'd realize that the words that that are coming out of their mouth and their actions aren't lining up. The two are not, they're not gelling together. They're saying one thing, but their actions show something else. So don't trust those kind of people. I'm the kind of person that I listen to what you're saying, but I watch what you do as well. Because if it's not lining up, trust and believe I'm cutting you off with the quickness. I will still speak. I will still pray for you. I'll pray with you, but I have to keep you at arm's length. And number 5, you cannot trust the person who plants seeds of doubt in you disguised as concern. Come on, somebody. Now, I'm trying to tell you, we all have experienced a person like that, where they make it seem like, well, you know, I'm just saying this because I'm concerned, because I've noticed ABCXYZ. But in reality, they're planting seeds of doubt in your mind. And these are seeds of doubt that you didn't have before. That doubt was nowhere to be found until they put it inside of you, but they disguise it as being concerned. Check your circle. Check the people that you hang out with the most. And again, listen to what they say. Watch what, excuse me, my eyes is itching me. Listen to what they say. Watch what they do. And if you notice how they're constantly planting these seeds of doubt in your mind about everything, everybody, that's a problem. Especially if you have a good girlfriend who doesn't have a man, and every time you turn around, she's, girl, look, I heard through the grapevine, y'all know how that goes, that your man was seen out with somebody else. If I was you, honey, I'd cut him off. Really. And it's not, even if it's true, even if it is true, she's getting the pleasure of telling you because she doesn't want you to have a man, because she doesn't have one. Or again, 9 times out of 10, it may not be true, but she's planting that seed of doubt. Oh, girl, wait a minute. You say he's acting funny, hiding his phone, won't answer calls when they come through when you around. Girl, I'd be talking to him because it might be something going on. And here's probably nothing going on at all. It might be a family member. It could be a scam call or anything. Or it could be one of his buddies calling that he knows is long-winded, and so he's not going to answer the phone because he's spending time with you. But your good girlfriend is putting that seed of doubt that it must be something else going on, and that's why he's not answering the phone. So just, be careful about that. And number 6, you cannot trust the person who always tries to sabotage you or make things difficult, but always has an excuse for everything. They have an excuse for everything. And their goal is to sabotage you any way possible. They may say, I heard about this great opportunity. I think you would be great for it, knowing full daggone well that it's not a great opportunity, but they're going to try to set you up because they want to sabotage you. Again, it goes back to the other person that wants to see you fail. Which one was that? I forget which one it was, but it's the person that wants to see you fail. They're going to set you up to make sure that you look like the clown, or to have you stepping out there taking risks that you shouldn't take. So again, as always, all these types of people will be in the description box, but I want to just do a quick recap and I'm gonna let you be. So I talked today about not trusting these types of people, and this is based off Stoic philosophies. Number 1, or Stoic principles, I should say. Number 1, the person who disguises insults with jokes. Number 2, the person who takes no responsibility for anything but has no problem blaming you. Number 3, the person who claims to wish the best for you, but then works against you. Number 4, the person whose words and actions do not align. Number 5, you cannot trust the person who plants seeds of doubt in you disguised as concern. And number 6, you cannot trust the person who always tries to sabotage you or makes things difficult, but always has an excuse for everything. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, make sure you be on the lookout for those people. And I'm not trying to break up friendships and or relationships, but start to really look in your inner circle. Start to look at the people that you hang around the most. Start to look at your own family. Because like I said, you don't have to stop loving those people, but I would suggest that you not keep them as part of your inner circle, because these people mean you no good. You know that old saying, misery loves company? A lot of the people that I've just talked about, they're miserable and they want company, and they want you to be part of their company. So you've got to be very careful about who you choose to associate with, okay? So that's it, you guys. Hopefully something I said resonates with you and helps you to pick out the people that you choose to associate with, because I don't want you spending time around anybody that means you no good. And like I said, that means that you're going to have to step outside of your heart. Because I'm one of these people, well, I should say I used to be one of these people that I would lead with my heart, and I'd be like, oh, they're so sweet and they're so kind. And then you really get to see who they are. And you're like, that's interesting, because I thought they were sweet. That was a sweet person, a kind person who wanted nothing but the best for me. But in reality, all they wanted to do is see me fail. And all because they have no desire to want to do anything. So they don't want to see me do anything either. So just, take note, and don't let anybody have you veering off course for where it is that you're meant to go and where you're meant to be. Again, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And sometimes people will ask, why do you call them car conversations? Well, duh. I'm I'm in my truck, but I do call them car conversations. So make sure you come on back on Wednesday. I have another motivational topic for you. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. It's always a pleasure to see you, because I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Right now it is 66 degrees. And if I'm not mistaken, it got almost up to 70 degrees today. It was very nice earlier. And so it's a slight breeze coming through, but it's still nice nonetheless. So I'm going to wrap this call up so I can get the trash cans out to the curb, get this video uploaded, get my podcast recorded, because I didn't get a chance to, It's not that I didn't get a chance. I didn't make the time to get to it on Saturday, but I'm getting that done today. And I have a couple other things that I want to work on for my business. And then I'm going to call it an evening. When I say call it an evening, well, I didn't eat my dinner first. And I'm going to sit back, find me a movie, and just sit back and relax as I sip on my sweet tea. Y'all don't judge me. Oh, and before I go, make sure, if you've not already done so, please make sure you watch my video from yesterday. I did another Cooking with Chef Shell video, and honey, we'll have to talk about that another time. The shrimp, well, there was a lot of things that I realized after the fact that I could have done differently, but that's the whole part of doing what I do. I learn as I go along, and I'll leave it at that. But make sure you check that out, okay? And other than that, that's it. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have an amazing week on purpose. I want you all to promise me something. I want you to promise me that you are going to do better and you are going to be better this week than you were last week. Because as I do these videos, I always get the feeling that some of you have some great things inside of you, but you're afraid to step out on faith and do it. You're worried about what somebody's going to say, whether they're going to like it, and the list can go on and on and on, but stop worrying about that, because none of that is any of your business. Go out there, do the thing that God has called you to do. And if you only bless one person by what you do, then honey, you've accomplished your goal. Don't let this be a year that you sit back and you keep talking about, I wish, I wanted to, I would have. We're not doing that this year. We are achieving goals this year. Big, small, or in between, we're achieving goals, okay? Again, I love you all. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening. No matter where you go or what you do, make sure you're safe and you're careful about your surroundings, okay? Because I don't have to keep reminding you this. There is so much going on in this world. You have a lot of miserable people, and they want you to be miserable as well. So just please promise me that you will be careful. I love you all. You know the drill, and you definitely know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can do about it, because nothing is going to change. I love you. I want nothing but the best for you. I believe in you, even if nobody else does. Always know that I truly believe in each and every one of you. And if you ever have a need to contact me, all my contact information is down below. Click on any one of those links and you can reach out, connect with me, and let's talk. Because again, I want you to succeed. I know that the best is yet to come, both for you and for me. Love you, and we'll talk again Wednesday.